Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining in today. It's going to be an exciting session. I welcome all of you to this amazing session of Xdraw. And my name is Vib. I am the co-founder of XTEN-AV. Hope you guys are having a great time. We will wait a few minutes before we can start, allow everyone to join in. And in the meantime, I request all of you to just drop into the chat from where are you guys joining in from. Let's see from which parts of the world you guys are tuning into this webinar. Come on, just drop in the chat and I will shout out for you. Awesome. Neil is joining in from Auburn, Ohio. Paul Guzman, Austin, Texas. David Cannon, Courtney Shepler, Long Island, New York. James Ashton, Toronto, Canada. Mark Anthony, Calgary, Canada. Aaron Forbes, UK, London. Mark Roberts, San Diego. Chris Shabout says hello from Abilene, Texas. Steve Powers, Buffalo, New York. Nipran Shah from Boston, Massachusetts. Phil Roberts from UK. Costa Amos. Oh my God, that's a lot of people joining in. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Ben Mogadas from Long Island, New York. Peter Grogan, Costa Amos, California. Chris, hello everyone from UK, London. Awesome, awesome. So we have an amazing, amazing crowd in today. Everyone's excited for this session, I'm pretty sure. So we'll just wait a few more minutes to start. Just give us a couple more minutes. If there are any late comers, late bloomers, just give them time to join today. Meanwhile, if you haven't introduced yourself, if you haven't told us yet from where you're joining in, just drop into chat from which part of the world you guys are joining in from. And looks like we have a lot of people from different parts of the world. Amazing. So today's session, as you guys know, it's going to be about Xdraw. XTEN-AV does proposals and drawing and design and a lot of other things over the cloud. But today's session is going to be about Xdraw. It is a session which is CTSRU accredited. Towards the end of the session, I will let you know how you can get your CTSRUs. And we still have a few more people joining in. Any guys who are joining in late, please drop in the chat. Say hello to everyone, introduce yourself, from which part of the world you're joining in from. It would be awesome to know you and your side of the world. Okay. All right, so it looks like we have a decent enough crowd, almost 3,000 people have joined in. Chicago, Charles Wade from Chicago, New York, Julio Carasso from New York, Mark Lawrence from Union City, Tennessee. Awesome. Hello and welcome to all of you guys. Really kind of you for taking time out for joining in this session. And my promise today to you guys is that it's going to be an exciting session. It's going to be a very knowledgeable session. You will learn a lot out of this session and make use of whatever information which is going to be provided in this session. So we have one more person joining in, Angel from Lima, Peru. Thank you, Angel. Thank you for joining in today. Well, I welcome you as I welcome all of the other almost 3,000 people who've joined in or tuned into this session. Thank you so much. Like I said, it's going to be about Xdraw. And the session is originally scheduled for 1.5 hours, which is 90 minutes, but I'm not going to bore you for that long. I'll try and keep it for 60 minutes, try and take you through everything interesting in Xdraw and take your questions as you go along and towards the end of the sessions as well. All right, so let's start. So today's session I introduce to you, it's going to be about Xdraw. So these are the promises which I make for today's session. After the end of this session, this is what I promise you'll be able to do. You'll be able to increase the efficiency of your design process 10 times, 10x. XTEN-AV, our whole prerogative is to do 10x efficiency, accuracy, profits. So today is all about going to be efficiency in your design process. And how you can do, along with efficiency, you want to do it faster as well. So I'll tell you how you can create your designs and drawings 10 times faster. And most importantly, how you can create a centralized platform, which is 24/7 available for your design and documentation delivery. In today's day and age, when cloud is the go-to thing for everyone, you don't want your data to be residing on different people's computers, laptops, or even on shared drives and folders. You want a centralized system which is people agnostic, which is owned by the organization, which is owned by you as a team leader or the owner of the company or the team leader of your team. So you are not dependent on a particular individual or their machines. So I'll show you how you can achieve that. And last and most importantly, I will try and make sure that I don't bore you to death. So I'll try and make it interesting. I'll try and make it interactive. I'll request a lot of participation from you guys. Create this an interactive and engaging session. And I hope you guys will follow. Perfect. So before we can start, so I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself. So I am Vib. I am the co-founder of XTEN-AV. I've spent almost 15 years in the industry. I have worked in systems integration companies. I have worked in large manufacturers like Harman and Biamp. I've been in the AV industry for over, like I said, over 15 years. And last 5 years, I've dedicated my life towards building awesome software which will help AV professionals in terms of design, drawing, sales, all of that. And I continue to do that. And over these many years, I have learned a lot of things about designing systems. I also have a CTS from Infocom. I've been a salesperson all my life, so I know a bit or two things about doing sales as well. But again, today's session is not about sales. Today's session is all about designs and drawings. So I'm going to be focusing on that. My partner, my awesome co-founder, Sahil, comes from the IT side. He's worked for companies like Apple and Cisco. He couldn't make it to for today's session, but I just thought I'll just let you know about him, the team behind, the brains behind what we have built. So Sahil is a IT industry veteran. He has worked for Apple, Cisco, HP, and he's pretty much the technology brains for the company. So what else are we going to talk about? So the most important thing which I'm going to talk about is a framework which would allow you to do your designs and drawings in a little better way and in a little organized way, and basically ensuring when you're choosing a design and drawing software, you will after this session will look out for these features as per this framework. Of course, Xdraw is based on this framework, which is I'm going to talk about in details. The entire framework. I'm calling this is my invention. I don't know if it will sound funny or childish to some, but it is the salad framework. It's easy to remember, SALAD. Salad, to make a great salad, you need different ingredients. You need to have good veggies, some meats, some awesome dressings. So similarly, to be successful as a design software or as person using a design tool or a drawing tool, you have to look out for these, this framework, these features, which make it a close to perfect design and drawing software, which will enhance if you follow the framework, which will enhance your efficiency, accuracy, reduce time and all of that. So we're going to talk about that this framework. So I'll spend a few minutes here. So the first and the most important thing is you want to do your designs and drawings at speed. That's the whole idea of using a software. If you're spending the same amount of time doing your designs and drawings as you're doing on a pen and paper, or in any run-of-the-mill software like Visio, etc., or Lucidchart, then you're not doing it right. If you're spending money, you need a software which will allow you to do things at speed, and that's one of our specialty. We have tips and tricks. We have features built in after years of research and working with thousands of users globally, especially in North America and Europe. We've come up with features which allow you to create your designs and drawings at lightning speed. and I'll show you how that's done. So, and most importantly, automate. We are the pioneers of design and drawings automation. I don't know if you know that we also hold a patent for our drawings automation technology, and we are the only software in the world which holds a patent. Only AV design software which holds a utility. It's not a design patent; it's a proper utility patent. So we introduced this technology which will automate your drawings and documents as part of our questionnaire. We're not going to touch on that, but there are lots of automation features which are built in Xdraw as well, which use our patented technology, of course. So we're gonna talk about that. So you need to have a software which can speed things up, which can automate a lot of your processes. And third, the most important, I think this is the most important part for design and drawing software. After working with thousands of users, all my customers, all the feedback which we've gathered over the year, having a solid catalog or a library of your products is very important. When you start with the design software, no one loves a software which does not have, any products in it. Which does not have any updated products in it. So we have a pre-built library of over 1.5 million products and over 5,000 brands across residential and commercial domains in audiovisual. We have a lot of ELV products as well, low voltage products as well, and we are continuously increasing our databases, adding new products and brands on a daily basis. We have a massive team of data entry people, and it's a very laborious process. But we have put in the resources to do it. And along with this comes in a free service which we provide of building your library. If you choose any of our annual plans, we will build an entire library. You can bring any products on this planet, which could be totally outside of our industry, but we will still build those products along with their ports, IO pricing information, and which allow you to create a solid library of products. So you're never worried about, of missing out products or not having products when you're creating your design. So library is very important. And the third one is access. So what do I mean? What do I mean by access? So access is basically most of the softwares which we use these days are desktop or have been using in legacy ways are desktop softwares. So you're creating your designs and drawings and you're saving on your local computers. Now, again, that brings a challenge of being dependent on people. If you need a drawing, you need to call someone or you need to set up a process for that. That person first uses the software on a desktop and then uploads it on a drive, and then you have to go and fetch it in the drive. That's a tedious process. Who wants that? You want a platform which is a single source of truth. You create and draw and it gets saved online and it's always available 24/7. 100% of the time, and it's available not just to one person, but to an entire organization. So it's not people dependent. So you need access to your data. You need access and you need immediate access to your data. That's why access is very important. And that's how that's done using a cloud framework. Our software is 100% cloud software backed by AWS security, and a lot of safety and security features are built in. So all your data is safe, secure, and 100% available all the time. You don't need to worry about people leaving. You don't need to worry about some people being off the grid. If you need access to your document, you're available all the time. XTEN becomes a single source of truth for all your design and documentation. So that's access. And then the last one is design and draw. Of course, you need when you're talking about a design software, you need to have awesome design features. You need to have awesome drawings features, diagramming features. And I can proudly say we do have all of that. It's been over 4 years, since we launched, and almost 5 years since we've been working on this. And we have added so many features just based on pure feedback from all of our customers. And I'm so delighted to see that we have almost 4 dozen people who've joined into today's session, which is huge. Not expecting these many people to join in. And all of you at some point experienced Xdraw. And if you haven't, you'll see how much design and drawing stuff which you can do inside of Xdraw using all the automation, standardization, customization, all of that is going to be part of the design and drawing feature. So again, it's this it's salad, easy to remember. You know, if you're using a software right now which does not do salad, it does not make you a good salad, it's not a great software. You know, it's not keeping you healthy. So you need to have a great salad to be healthy. So in terms of design, you need to remember this salad framework: speed, automation, library, access, design, and drawing. So once you have a platform which can do all of this and more, then you are on the right track and you've chosen the right software. And I can probably say that, you know, after years of research, we've, this is a framework which we have built, and we make sure that our software follows this framework. And there are many other things, you know, as part of the demo today. So if you guys have any questions, or I don't see any questions right now. So let me just what I'll do is now I'll get into the software. I'll show you Xdraw and all the things that you can do inside of Xdraw. And then I will share a few case studies. And I do have an amazing offer for all of you towards the end of this session. You know, it's going to be an amazing offer. So just hang in there. And while I do the demo, I'll try and make it interesting, and I'll try and cover the most important features. But you have any questions, just drop into the chat window. As I go along, I'll try and answer those as in detail as possible. Okay, so now to access XTEN-AV, you just go to xtenav.com. You just if you don't have a free trial, you just click on free trial and sign up. And once you sign up, this is what you will get. This is your dashboard. Every time you log in for the first time, this is what you'll see. So this is a dashboard where you get a full access of all your work, which is going on. If you're the owner of your company or a team leader, you will have access to all your team's data, like the funnel, all the designs that your team's been working on, any projects which are closing this month, any recent proposals your team has been working on. So I'm not going to focus a lot on that. I'm going to show you Xdraw because that's the theme for today. So to start a new design within Xdraw, there are two ways. So you can do the longer route. You can go under projects, create a new project, go inside of the project and start a new design. Or if you want to start in like a couple of clicks, just click on design via Xdraw. And it'll ask you to give a name for your design. And the number of designs is basically, if you're working on a large campus, and if you have like 10 rooms which are exactly the same, so you design for one and you put the quantity as 10, it will multiply the quantities. And then the most important thing here is templates. Now, what are templates? So templates are a very unique feature to XTEN-AV and Xdraw. So basically, I have a question for all of you. How many of you do standards-based job, or how many of you do a lot of repeat jobs again and again? You know, I'm pretty sure a lot of you integrators, even manufacturers, they would like to pitch in solutions which have been successfully delivered in the past, right? I see Steve Powers has raised a hand. Steve, you wanna say something? You can put it in the chat, and I'll take it. So the question is for everyone. How many of you, like to do, repeat jobs, stuff which you have installed or commissioned previously, and you want to do similar job again? I understand, different customers have different requirements, but we like to do standardized stuff, right? Because that works. Who does not want to do stuff which works? You don't want to spend a lot of time and reinventing the wheel again and again. So a lot of people saying yes. Julio says yes. David Cannon says yes. Some jobs can, Paul says some jobs can be standardized. Edwin Samu can says yes. Mark Roberts says yes. Almost everyone is saying yes. So you need standardization, right? And so for that, we have this amazing feature called 6 out of Nipran Shah says 6 out of 10 jobs are repetitive and standard. So again, standardization is a huge part of AV integrators. You want to do similar jobs which works Steve Powers says, we always try and use the same components and standards to make faster and easier all the way around. Again, great example, Steve. Peter says, I hope this session will be available for on-demand viewing since I missed the intro a bit. Yes, Peter, you will get. We are recording this session. We'll put it on our YouTube. We'll also send you the information. Chris saying, we do a lot of classroom which are very similar equipment. Yeah, exactly. You see, a lot of us, almost all of us, love to do standardized stuff. And wouldn't it be a shame if we have to, once you've done a job, you create 10 type of drawings and documents and, BOM and everything associated with the project. And then a new project comes, you're starting from scratch, or you're copying and pasting stuff from different design folders, files. That's not an efficient way of doing stuff. So that's why we have this feature we introduced. We are calling it as templates. So you can create different types of templates. So let's say you work in classrooms, you work in meeting rooms, and you have standards set for those. So you can create templates and share with your entire organization that these are the standards which you got to use. So all you've got to do is when you start a new design, you'll go under My Templates, and you'll find a list of all the templates in one place. And all you've got to do is click on Use. And once you click on Use, you'll be you just give it a design, choose a project in which you want to add it to, and all the designs and documents. So these are the designs or the drawings which are associated in a template. So you have probably 8 to 10 types of documents. So you have BOM, you have line schematics, single flow diagram, rack, cable schedule, ceiling speaker layout, scope of work, floor plans, attachments, asset management proposals. So we build documents as part of the jobs which we do. So it's really great, if you can create everything you build in a project as a template, and every time you get a similar job come up, you just go inside templates under My Templates and start with that. And so there goes, the need to find previous old files and copy paste from different places. All you've got to do, you have a standard ready to go, you have a template ready to go, just click on Use and just make minor changes as per the actual requirements of the customer. And within a few minutes, you'll have your design and drawing ready. You can send it off to your pre-sales or sales guy, and much faster you'll be able to close jobs. Even for installation, you'll be able to finish your line drawing, schematics, or other documents very much faster. So that's where the speed element comes in. So it's a very unique feature. I have studied a lot of other tools in the industry, but no one tends to do templates, and it's a pretty straightforward, simple to use template. So we do have a lot of templates of our own. Like we have built a few templates. If you want to use and explore these, you can use these as well, and we will keep on adding more as we go along, or you can create your own as well. Now, coming back to Xdraw, to start a new design, let's say you want to start from scratch, you don't have a template, you're doing your first template. So give it a name. Number of designs I've already explained. So you can choose a template or start from scratch and then select what type of room which you're going to build. And then you can add this project to an existing, this design to an existing project, or you can create a project right here if you wish to. So you can add it to an existing project, and then you have this option of starting with the floor plan. So floor plan, so if mostly I have seen that people are doing residential jobs, they will start with the floor plan because they'll have a layout, and then they can drag and drop products on top of the floor plan and create a layout drawing. That's what people doing residential usually prefer doing. How many of you, just a quick question, how many of you are doing residential and how many of you are doing commercial? Just to have an idea what kind of audience I do have for today's session. Just type in, if you're doing residential or commercial, resi or com, just type in 3 words. I'm not going to take a lot of your time and make you spend a lot of energy. So Steve Powers, commercial only, Koi commercial, Julio commercial, Courtney Shebler residential, Edwin is residential, David is commercial, JP residential, commercial, both. Peter commercial, Mark Lawrence commercial. So we have a nice mix of people who are doing commercial and residential both. Typically there is no set rule that you have to start with the floor plan, whether you're doing commercial or residential, but residential people want to start with the floor plan. So if you start with the floor plan, you say yes, and then you'll be able to upload upload a floor plan, and you'll be able to upload in different formats, including PDFs, PNGs, JPEGs. And then you can drag and drop products over it and annotate on it and create a nice layout, which you can further use for doing CAD drawings or stuff, or use it as it is. And then those products will also sync with your BOM, and then you'll be able to do line drawings as well, or line schematics as well. If you don't do that, if you just want to start with the BOM and you want to do your schematics drawings first, so keep it as no. You can do the floor plan later. I'm going to show you how. And then click on Create Design. So once you click on Create Design, it will take you to the Xdraw BOM page. How many of you, just curious, how many of you have tried Xdraw before? Just type in Y or N, just typing just one letter, Y or N, Y or N. If you've tried Xdraw before, just type in yeah, Y, and if you haven't used Xdraw before, just type in N for nay. So a lot of Y's, Martin Lawrence, Steve Powers, yeah. Neil hasn't used it. Steve Powers, Martin Lawrence, and Forbes, yes. Julio, yes. A lot of yes. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So you guys like it. That's why you're here. Or I don't know. I'm just guessing. I hope you like it by the end of this session. By the way, does it have simulations such as what you get in East Focus? No, we don't do East simulation yet, but you never know. We do have some exciting plans coming up in future. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people will be surprised if what we have in store, keeping it in a bit of stealth mode for the time being. But what we have right now also is pretty awesome and amazing. So continuing on to that, we have Julio says, I canceled my D tools to move over to XTEN-AV. Ooh. I'm glad you did. I am so glad you did, Julio. Chris is saying, considering the same. Okay, I don't need to do this session. You guys take over. Okay, you guys take over. I don't need to do this session anymore. You guys are doing my job. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. But for those who are still in the middle and don't would like more convincing, I'm going to still go ahead and do this session. So this is the Xdraw BOM page. So this is where you can search and add your products. So it's pretty simple. You have this search bar here, and then you have the options of two libraries. So you have a combined library, which includes the XTEN-AV library and my library. My library is basically a library of products, which contains, consider this, you use music apps, and music apps have a global library of songs. You use that library to build your own library or playlist. So similar concept, you have a XTEN library, you use it to build your own library of products. Awesome, Julio. Thank you so much for those comments. So then you have under my library here, you have a separate page altogether where you can manage your products and add more products. Your entire catalog can be managed here. So you'll find all the products in one place here. And once you've added a product into your library, you have full edit control. So if you click on any product, you will be able to override any information. You can override whatever, everything here, even the ports and the IO information. Like for this projector, I'll be able to override the ports and the IO information as well. I can go back and I can change the pricing, put in my own pricing. All of that is in there. And we do have dealer pricing available for over 200 manufacturers, North American dealer pricing available for over 200 manufacturers. You can pull that as well. Or another thing which I just talked about in the beginning, which if someone didn't get in the start, is that we have this service by which once you start with XTEN-AV, and if you've bought an annual plan, our data team will build the library for you. So what you can do is you can send all the products and the pricing which you use, and our team will ensure that we add each and every product into your library, so you don't have to do it manually. And we will add the pricing as well, and we will add the ports and the IO information. So when you get started, you'll have everything ready to go. And that's a free of cost service. We don't charge anything extra. A lot of other softwares do charge for it, but we don't charge anything for that. So that's my library. And then coming back to Xdraw page. So this is where you can search and add products. So very simple, just type in the name of the products or the brand of the products which you're looking for. If you're searching under combined library, it will search for products from your library and XTEN library. So you will see the products with the blue boxes means that that product exists within XTEN library. With orange box, it means that this product already exists in your library. If it has a green check mark, it means that it has ports and IO information. So it is safe to add it in your design, and it will show up in your drawing. So you can do your connections and stuff. If it has a gray check mark, it means that does not have ports and IO information. Over 1.5 million products, sometimes it becomes a little tough to add ports and IO information, but you can add the ports and IO information yourself, or you can ask on our live chat support right here. Just type in a message that I want this product added with the ports and IO information, and within a few hours, you'll have that product added. So let's say I want to add a product which does not exist in my library. So I'm going to go and search a product from XTEN, from XTEN library. So let's say I want to add this product. It's a control pad. So once you've added a product, you will see from XTEN library, you will have a tag which says that this product exists in XTEN library, but you can then copy it to my library. And once you copy it, you will have the full edit controls to, then you get this edit button and everything, you can override then, like I showed you on the My Library page. And so let's add a few more products here. So one more thing to notice here is that you have this option of adding custom item. So if there's a product which does not exist either in XTEN library or your own library, you can create it on the spot, and it's a very simple and easy form. And you can add the ports and IO information as well. And then this is just a one-time process. It will get saved in your library for the future, so you'll not have to do it again. And it will also be available to all your teammates as well. Now, we have this really cool feature, which is called Search Sense, kind of like Sixth Sense. So it is based on AI. So as you use the software, the AI will start understanding your usage patterns, and it will start recommending you your most preferred products on the top. So the biggest benefit is that you don't need to remember the exact make and model of every product which you want to add into your design. So like you can just search via brand name. You've got to make sure that this is check mark, and it'll give you your most preferred crown product right at the top, and also tell you how many times you've used it as well. So I've used it 14 times. So similarly, not just the brand, you can also search via categories as well. So if I search via category, so if I just type in the DSP, it'll give me my most preferred DSPs at the top. No one want to type, Bayan, Tessera, Forte, Dan, VT. Even though if you'll type in Tessera, it will give you all Tessera series products. But then this is a really cool way of just typing the category you're looking for, and your most used products will be right there. So then you can just select and add that product. It'll be added. So once you've added a couple of products into your design, now the real action happens inside of the editor. So the next logical step is that you click on Open Xdraw Editor, and then it gives you two options. So you can do a single tab or a multi-tab design. So a single tab is where you have audio, video control, everything on the same page. And a multi-tab is if you have a complex design and drawing and you want to do you want to do it separately. Audio, video, and control separately. In that case, you can do a multi-tab. And there is a feature by which you can connect between tabs using flags. Right, so let's say I want to do a single tab here. So all the products which I add will be added on the same tab. And this will open up the editor. So there you go. So you have the products in here. And so this is the editor, very advanced editor. You have all kinds of drawing and diagramming features, which you'll find in advanced editors like Visio, Lucidchart. But the key over here is that we do have everything with everything specific to our industry, the low voltage, audio, visual, residential, commercial. So it's very simple, to make connections. You just join green dots to green dots. And you will find that certain things happen on their own. So you've automated. This is what the automation part is. So your cable labels are automatically populated. And the color of the line is preset. So you don't have to manually do it. So I'll show you how you can do this, how you can pre-configure all of this, and this saves a lot of time. Having said that, you don't need to go back to the BOM page to add more products. So you have this product block section here. So you just click on that and you search for products which you want to add. And it will show you the products which you can add from that particular search. And then add it in here. Again, you can make the connections. And all you've got to do is click on save. And once you go, if you go back to the BOM, you'll see that it will automatically sync with your basically with your BOM. So you'll see the drawing is synced, the Epson projector is synced with the BOM. Now, many a times, there are instances where you want certain products to show up in the drawing, but not in the BOM. So it could be an owner furnished equipment, it could be an existing equipment. So for that, we have this really cool feature under the Xdraw logo. You have this small window here. If you'll click on it, you'll get an option to unsync products. So whichever product you want to unsync from your design, so you just select that product and click on add and click on save. And if you'll go back to your BOM, that product will be removed from your BOM, but it'll continue to exist in your drawing. So the keypad is gone from the drawing. Sorry, from the BOM. And another interesting, really cool thing which you can do is you can add product images as well into a drawing. So you can do a nice drawing, including of images and blocks. So let's say I want to add so I want to add the picture of this product, so it looks a nicer drawing. You can add the back panel as well. So you can just add the pictures as well. But just be mindful of the fact that the pictures or product images do not sync back with the BOM. Only the blocks will. Now, like I said, you can do a lot of things here in terms of connections, styling, colors, and everything. A few interesting things. You can add a border. You can add a title block. And you can customize all of this. So you can have a title block, having your own logo and stuff. So you don't need to worry about XTEN logo. So I'll show you how that's done. And once your drawing is complete, you can export it in all these different formats. You can do PNG, JPEG, SVG, whatever format, even CAD and Visio format. But I would suggest, why would you use Visio when you have such an awesome tool, which is 10x better than Visio? And under extra settings, you can do other things like, cable settings. So you can remove cable styling, remove cable labels, and renumber them again. If you start from scratch, some things like that, you can pull the cable settings. But the most important settings here are the Xdraw settings, which if you'll click on it, will take you to the global settings page. This is where you can pre-configure a lot of things. So under Xdraw settings, the first one is the cable and signal type settings. So right now, like for example, I want cable IDs at both the ends. So in my drawing, the cable IDs are appearing on both the ends. But if you just want it in the middle of the line, you can just turn it off. You can color code the cables as per signal types. You can assign a different color to each cable and connection type. You can select a cable prefix and a starting number. So all of this can be pre-configured, so you don't have to do it manually. And then similarly for device block, so there are 4 different types of templates which you can use. And inside of those as well, you can further modify those as per your liking, as per your standards. Like you don't like the red color of the border, you can change it. You can change the thickness of the border. Many times, we want more spacing between the ports, so you can have more spacing between the ports, so you don't have to manually stretch each block. You can increase the vertical, horizontal spacing as well. Let's say you want to increase the horizontal spacing, etc. So you can do all of this. You can have, if you want to show category or not, if you want to show connectors or not. So all of this, so you'll be able to see the changes here under preview. And just save it. And once you go back, just make sure that you mark it as a default. So under device block, so whichever block you've chosen, just click on, click on mark as default, and the one marked with the green default button will be your standard one every time you start a new drawing. Similarly, you can do a title block customization as well. You can have a horizontal title block or a vertical title block. So you can modify this. So you can put in your own logo. You can have multiple logos as well. You can change each section, whatever standards you have. So you can modify all of this. So that's Xdraw settings for you. Now, do you guys have any questions? I can take a few questions. What is the turnaround on that? With the current supply chain issues, we are often using new devices based on what we can get. Yeah, so I think that's related to the dealer pricing. Manufacturers are not really great with sharing their pricing information, and they change it so many times in a year. So that's why we have that service of library management by XTEN. So every time you get a new pricing from the manufacturer, you send it to us and we will update those pricing for you in your library. That way you can be rest assured that whatever you've gotten from the manufacturer you deal with, we will add that pricing. And we can do same for EMEA European markets as well. So you send us your pricing in euros, in pounds, you can work in different currencies. And we will add those products for you along with their pricing. And every time you have an update, you just send us the updated pricing, and within 24 hours, we will do that. Charles is asking, if I make a change to device block style, will it update on my saved templates, or will I have to manually make the change in an existing drawing? Yes, it will not change your template. So if you have saved the template, whatever settings you have in the template will remain inside of the template. You will have to do a new template if you change your device block. That's how, that's the concept of template. So you first select your device block, the styling which you want, and then you create templates. If you change it, you will not be able to change it in the template, just for the sake of standardization. Okay. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to pull up an existing design, which is completed in all aspects. And then I'm going to show you rest of the other documents which you can automate or create within XTEN after you've done your line schematics. So I'll pull up this design, which is complete. So this is a completed design. I've added all the products in here. And if I'll go under Open Xdraw Editor, I will find that the line drawing is complete in all aspects. The connections are there, the color coding is there. I've added a few images as well. So now the next step is, once you complete a drawing like this, you can do two things. So you can go back to the BOM page and click on View Design Docs. Or if you're inside of the editor, you can click on View Design Docs from inside of the editor now as well. By the way, there's one more change which you've done recently. You have live chat support now available inside of the editor as well. You see a chat support button here, so you'll be able to do live chat support. You click on live chat support, this window will appear and you'll be able to chat with the XTEN team now. So the next logical step is click on View Design Docs. So it will take you to the other documents. Some of these are automated, like the rack elevations. So we know the products which you add in the BOM. We know their RU information. We have our standards already created as per Avixa of which products would go at the bottom of the rack, which products go on the top of the rack. Typically is based on heat dissipation and the weight of the products. So you click on Generate and it will create the rack elevation for you. All other things you can do, like add a border, title block is already here. So you'll have the rack in here. If you've added a rack in your drawing, we will use the same rack. If you've not added a rack in your drawing, we will create an optimized rack based on the products. But you will have the flexibility to make changes, move stuff around. You can even use the rack accessories here to modify things in here. So all of this is doable. So you'll have the rack, which is fully automated. Then close this. Then the next document, which I'd like to show you is the cable schedule. Now, this is again an important document which you need to complete your installation. So based on the drawing, which I think I closed by mistake, we will pick up the cable labels, the source devices, the destination device, the source port, the destination port, etc. everything. And we will, you'll be able to add more columns here, etc. And you can print this out. This is label printer friendly, and you can give it to your installers. We're also going to introduce a feature very soon in the future by which you'll be able to select the cables as well as part of the drawing as well. But without that, it saves a lot of time. If you have to create a cable schedule manually, how many of you create cable schedule manually right now? Just say why or no. Just type in yes or no. Yes, Neil. Neil, how are you doing your cable schedule? Are you not doing it at all? Phil Roberts, yes, manually. That's a tough thing to do. You don't want to do stuff manually. Steve Powers, yes, manually. You don't want to do stuff manually. That's why you need automation. Neil Wimmer is doing Stardraw. Okay, Stardraw has some features. That's good. Next question, can the cable label increment a number inside the cable label or only if the cable number is at the end of the name? Can the cable label increment a number inside the cable label only if the cable number is at the end of the name? It's customizable, whatever the cable increment will happen based on the connections that you make, in the order you make connections. It will label the cables in that order. So I hope that answers your question. So it has nothing to do with the cable schedule. Cable schedule will fetch it from the cable from the drawing. I hope that answers. Okay, so coming back, so the next drawing which you can build is a signal flow diagram. So a signal flow diagram is something where you'll get pictures of all the products, and you can draw a nice signal flow diagram yourself. Having said that, I would like to let you know that we are working on a feature by which when you complete a line schematic, you will be able to auto-generate a signal flow diagram. So we will, using our patented technology of creating drawings, we'll pick up the pictures and we will create a signal flow diagram automatically. So the work has already started, and hopefully before Infocom, you'll have that feature as well. So then you'll have, after you do your line schematics, cable schedule, rack elevation, and signal flow diagram will all be automated. So build one drawing, get 3 drawings automated. Even the cable, the scene speaker layout is automated. You don't need to draw it yourself. You just put in the dimensions of the room and it will draw the speaker layout for you. And then 2 other drawings and documents which you can build yourself. The first one is scope of work. So this is where you can write a nice scope of work. You can even start with this. You can go to view design docs and you can write a scope of work and save it. So basically XTEN becomes your single source of truth for all your documentation work. That's where I said access. So basically this is your project, this is your design. Anytime in the future, you want to refer back, you don't need to go and search in computers, in files and folders, or online on different drives, which have a very similar filing system like the computers, the Mac and the Windows. So it's very simple. Go inside a project, pull up a design or a room which you're working on, and you have all the documents in one place. So you can refer back to a project in the future very easily. You can share it with your installer or other team members, work and collaborate with them. And you have access as the owner of the company or the team leader. You have access to all their data in one place. So that's why XTEN becomes your single source of truth. You have unlimited access. You have 24/7 access. You have 100% access without being dependent on anything or anyone. So scope of work I showed you can write a scope of work, save it, download it. And then the last one is a floor plan. So you can upload a floor plan. So you can upload in any of these formats: PNG, JPEG, SVG, PDF, DWG, DXF, whatever. And once you upload it, it will show up in the drawing. It will show up in the drawing panel, and you'll be able to annotate on top of it. So I want to show you a different one. Let's say I'm going to pull up this one. Yeah, so you'll have your floor plan in here. You can put in a border, you can put in a title block, and then you can put in product images. So if you've done a drawing already, you've done a BOM already, you'll be able to pull all those products directly into the floor plan without having to search them again. And then you can then do the speaker layouts. You can do any kinds of drawings that you want to do, annotate on top of it, positioning. You can even add, symbols. So we have a symbols library of Avixa symbols. And you can also search for shapes and symbols, from a huge library within our Xdraw tool. So let's say if you search with CCTV, you will find a lot of options which are going to come up. If you search for like switches, there are a lot of options which will show up. So, so a lot of icons, you can do like this. You have extra symbols as well. You have rack accessories. You can also create a floor plan yourself as well. So let's say you want to do a floor plan yourself. So it's pretty simple. Let me just pull up this one, let's say, and you click on the floor plan stencils, and this is where you can draw a floor plan yourself too. So you have all the options. You can add tables, chairs, TVs, and stuff. You can do move around furniture. So you can build a floor plan yourself as well. You're using these stencils, or you can like I showed you, you can upload a floor plan and annotate on top of it like this. So that's floor plan. But remember, if you start with a floor plan, the products will also sync back to your BOM, and you can do the line schematics as well. If you don't start with the floor plan, this is where you can still pull the products which you've already added in the drawing or in your BOM. So that's floor plan. And then there are a bunch of other things which you could do once you've created all these documents. There is one more announcement to do. So we're also working on front elevation drawings as well. So that's the only piece which was probably missing. So you'll be able to do front elevation drawings as well. And that will be automated as well. So once you add a screen or a projector screen, whatever, you'll be able to see a front elevation with all the measurements and everything. So we are working on that. But apart from that, you still get a lot of things which are already there. And probably before Infocom, you'll have all the other things which I just spoke about, the automated signal flow, and also the front elevations as well. And apart from that, there are a bunch of other things which you can do here. It's not over yet. So you can save this drawing as a template. So once you've done all your designs, drawing, like I said, you want to standardize. So just click on save as a template, give it a name and click on create new. And next time all you've got to do is go inside templates, extra templates, my templates, and select that template without having to start all over from scratch. You can also create different versions of this, so you can track changes. So let's say within the same project, you want to do different versions based on customer feedback, you can do that. You can upload attachments. So this is a very unique feature. So XTEN, like I said, it's a single source of truth. So you can upload attachments. Each user gets 5 GB of data storage. So it's like your own Dropbox account as well. So you can upload site images, pictures, forms, except for videos, you can pretty much upload any kinds of documents and have access to it in a centralized manner. And then you have this download zip features. So a lot of the times, if you want to work offline or send these documents to someone else outside of XTEN, we're not part of the XTEN subscription. So you can download all these documents. So you don't need to manually download each document. You just go under download zip, select the documents you want to download, floor plans you want to download, attachments you want to download, everything you can download in one go. You will get an email with a zip file and you'll be able to download all at once. And then last and not the least is the asset management. So again, XTEN is your single source of truth. Refer back to a project pretty easily. Open up the project, open up the design, and put in the serial number, location, username, password, IP addresses. So you'll have everything saved and secure in one location for you. So that's the asset management bit. So that's Xdraw for you, ladies and gentlemen. So what do you guys think? Is this something which you could use? Do you guys think this is great? You can replace your current drawing tools if you're using any, or if you're not using, you can use this. Just say yes or no. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Good, yeah, awesome, awesome. I'm just overwhelmed by these remarks, guys. Thank you so much. Keep on saying yes. Everyone is saying yes. Awesome, awesome. Vipransha is saying awesome. Good. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So I am great to hear that you guys liked what you saw. So I'm just going to show you one real quick couple of collaboration features, which will be of great use if you're working with the team. So I'll just quickly, this is a project. So all the rooms which you build inside of a project, like different rooms you'll find here. To add more rooms, you can just click on add design and you can add more different types of rooms. And what I want to highlight over here is you have the collaboration features, and then you have the project settings where you can sync with the CRM. So if you're using an external CRM like Salesforce, HubSpot, Zoho, QuickBooks, so what you can do is you can go under settings and you can connect your CRM with XTEN. And within that, and once you connect that CRM, let's just pull up. So you have Salesforce. I have connected my HubSpot account, and you can do QuickBooks and Zoho as well. There is Monday.com, which is launching next week. And we're working on Microsoft Dynamics, Edge 365, whatever they call it. They keep changing its name. So you can pull your account contacts and lead, and then you can just quickly go back to the project here and then sync whatever changes you make. All the documents, design, drawings that you've built for a project will be sent back to that particular project within your CRM. That's one thing for the collaboration. And the other thing is you can share this project with a coworker. Just tag all your teammates, whosoever you want to share it with. You can send this project for approval to a manager. You can also chat in real time by tagging your teammates. So just put in the @ symbol, and if you have a teammate in here, their names will show up and you can tag them. And you can put in a comment and they'll get an email notification. So this is how you can collaborate with with XTEN with your teammates. So yeah, so that's about Xdraw. So let me just I'm gonna pull up my rest of the presentation. I have a couple more things to show before I can take a few questions here. So we have a case study that I'd like to discuss. You can find all of our case studies on our website. Just go to XTEN-AV.com under resources, you'll find a case study. By the way, we're launching a new website really, really soon. I really wish I could have shown you guys the new website. Not the platform, but the current website which we have, we've spent a lot of time in upgrading our website. This is the current one, not bad, but we're really upgrading it to a new one. So under resources, you'll find our case studies. So what I'm going to talk about is University of Wyoming. So like many others, they have similar issues. A lot of their teammates are using different tools. Like if you want to use D tools, you've got to use it with CAD or Visio. With Xdraw, you don't need to do that. Everything is over the cloud, so you don't need to worry about saving it on a desktop computer or online on a drive. Everything is readily available. It was able to create a central repository for them for all their client interaction, ongoing projects, designs, engineering. So all of that they were able to do University of Wyoming using Xdraw. And there are lots of case studies on other integrators as well. And other customers as well. So you can find under our case studies. So basically, the typical challenge, a lot of you are using different tools like Excel sheets, Visio, PandaDocs, online drives like shared drives from Microsoft or Google Drives. So all of that can be replaced with Xdraw and XTEN-AV. That's the whole point, which I was going to talk about today. Is you can replace all of that with a single subscription of XTEN-AV. We are an award-winning software. I want to highlight our most prestigious award. I consider the Stellar Service Award as the most prestigious one because we literally obsess over support. We will do anything and everything to make you successful, and we do not charge for support. We are the only company which do not charge you for support. If you're stuck, we will get on calls with you. We'll get on Zoom calls. We'll get on phone calls. We have an awesome customer success and support team. We will make sure that, their whole aim is to make you successful using XTEN-AVs. And we really obsess about that. You can try it out. And if anyone has used and experienced our support, they can just comment. If an existing customer, if you can just drop into others, how the support experience has been to others, I'll really appreciate it. The testimonials, you can see these are all the testimonials about Xdraw. All these people have used Xdraw in the past. There are thousands of people who are using Xdraw. We've been used in over 130 countries all over the globe, predominantly North America and Europe, but we have users in Africa, Asia, Australia, all parts of the world. Yeah, so that's it. That's Xdraw for you. So let me see. We have a lot of new comments. Giving up D tools. Awesome, awesome, awesome. It's all completely mobile based. It's optimized. It's all web based, so it has to be used on a computer or laptop. But we do have optimization done for mobile as well. Except for doing drawings, you can pretty much navigate on a mobile as well. So having said that, let me just quickly, I have a surprise for you. I have an offer for you as well. Before that, I'll just quickly talk about our pricing. So we have 3 plans. So the first one is basic, which is basically for smaller teams, 1 to 4 users. You get a 25% discount when you buy for the whole year upfront. So it costs you $44.25 for 1 user into 12. If you have a team of 5 users or more, then business plan makes more sense. You get a few extra features like API integrations, like I showed you, CRM integrations. You get dealer pricing in both. You get team collaboration, approval, workflow, onboarding support. A little bit extra, but if you're a small team, you'll pretty much get everything in basics. That's $44.25 for the whole month into 12. All right, so if you guys do not have any more questions, I will go ahead and close this webinar. We will send the recording to all of you. After this, we'll also upload it on our YouTube channel as well. And it was great seeing you guys, chatting with you guys. There's a bunch of amazing people, very interactive people. Thank you so much. Hope you liked the session. And we'll just bought it. Mark Roberts says just bought it. Yeah, I know, Mark, you've got it. Great. All right, so thank you so much, guys. Hope I think I need to look at Xdoc a little more. So Chris, what you can do is Aaron is saying tomorrow potentially I'll discuss with work. Thank you. Perfect, Aaron. You have till end of the day tomorrow. Chris, you can schedule. So what you can, I just give this info to Chris. So you can drop us an email. You can send me an email, and we will schedule a time with you. Or my team, my customer success manager will reach out to you, and we can schedule a time about Xdoc, and we can give you a demo for Xdoc as well. And in this price, you're getting Xdoc and Xdraw both. So it's not like you get there's a separate cost for that. You're not going to pay anything extra, so it's all included in the same price. So whatever Xdraw, Xdoc, everything which is available, there is no separate price for it. So you'll get Xdoc as well. All right, perfect, guys. Thank you so much for joining in today. I really appreciate your time, and do look out for future events. Go on our website, click on events, and you will find our future events and webinars, and you can sign up for those in the future. Okay, with that, I will close this session and hope you guys have a great day, great evening, wherever you are. See you guys. Bye-bye.